All right. We're gonna hit chest here today. I'm gonna bring you all along on the ride on a chest workout. This is a strength workout. So I'm gonna be doing a handful of sets here. I'm gonna work up to a single with 275, and then I'm gonna drop back down for a single with 220 pounds, right? Yeah, 220 pounds for 4 reps, and we're gonna do 5 sets with that one, with the last set being an AMRAP, as many reps as I can squeeze off with that 220 pounds. So we're gonna work on that. Thanks for joining. Let's start warming up. I've already warmed up my shoulders, my rotator cuffs and all that. A little bit of elbow warm up, so we're gonna jump right into it. Let's get it. Like I said, I'm doing close grip today, so I'm gonna start the warm up just with the bar, getting the elbows loose, getting a feel for the repetitions, how my body's feeling today, anchoring the feet into the floor, getting the mindset right. Use your warm-ups to get your mind right. Get yourself present and ready for the lifting session. That's what I like to use the warm-ups for. A lot of people think the warm-ups are just about the body getting warm, but I use the warm-ups to get the mind ready for the workout. So right now I'm gonna take these pins off because I'm not gonna need them, and I'm gonna get into the close grip here. Get these out of here. I don't need them. And I'm gonna put 135 on here. Normally what I would do is I'd start off with 95 pounds and warm up there, but since I'm doing a video here, I want to just speed it up a little bit. Otherwise, y'all will be bored with me here. I don't want to bore anybody. So I got 135 and first close grip set. And again, I'm working up to a single with 275 on close grip. Let's jump into this one here. Treat your first set as if it was your last set. So if you notice, my feet are anchored into the floor here. I don't know if you can see them or not. Let's get a good grip on the barbell for close grip. I'm just working through this here. When you get to be over 50, you got to take your time and warm that body up. Otherwise, you'll snap something up. We don't want that. Whew. I like to use that first set as an opportunity just to see how my body's feeling, and kind of sort of the shoulders are okay, the elbows are okay, the wrists are okay. That first set sort of tells the story. If something feels really off after the first set, then I reevaluate the whole plan. And do I need to back down or do something a little bit different? I'm gonna go up to, I think, 185 now. Just do a couple more reps, slowly work my way up here. And as I've said before, if y'all follow me at all, you know that I always say that the bench press is the king of the chest movements. And what cracks me up with that, man, is I get a lot of people jumping into the comment section talking about, well, the bench press ain't that good. Bench press doesn't stimulate the chest. I've even had people comment and stuff like that. And I'm like, where y'all getting this information? If you go on any website or any journal where they have studies on the exercises, the bench press actually recruits the most muscle fiber through the chest when you're benching. But a lot of people who say that stuff also don't have a lot of experience with lifting. So I understand that too. The bench press is very accessible to most people. Dumbbells are great. I use dumbbells as well. But if you have shoulder issues or things going on, for a lot of people, it's hard to get those dumbbells into the position they need to be in. So let's get into this 185 with the close grip. I'm just ranting here, you know what I'm saying? 185, let's see how it feels. Let me get my feet set here first. You always want to anchor your heels in, commit the feet. You don't want to have your feet moving around when you're benching. You want the feet anchored to the floor, that's your base. Get a nice tight grip on that bar. Pull those shoulders in. Lock into the bench with the upper back. Squeeze those glutes. Squeeze those cheeks, I like to say. Let's push this bar up. Take it out. See how 185 feels. All right, 185 moves smooth. Next weight, we're gonna throw, let's put 225 on, get a couple reps in there just to get the feel for things. I could jump up to the 275 single right now, but want to progress the body up, man. When you get to be over 50, you really got to take your time and let your body adjust to the progression as you get up to that heavy weight. Let's jump into the next set here. Let me throw 225 on. $225. I remember the first time I ever benched 225. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was in the gym with my brother, and I was stuck at 205. I just couldn't get past 205. I had like a mental block. And I remember I put 205 in the bar, and my brother said to me, he said, hey, let me spot you for this set of 205. And I said, okay. In between the time of me sitting on the bench and lying back to do the weight, he switched the weight to 225, but I didn't know he switched it. So I unracked it, and it felt a little heavier, but I thought it was 205. And I ended up breaking past my plateau. I think I hit it for like three or five reps back then because I thought it was 205. So a lot of this stuff can be mental as well. All right, so here we go. We got 225, just a few reps. Don't want to tire myself out here. Let's jump into it. Close grip, gotta love it. All right, feels good. Let's go. Woo! 225. It flew right up. I think that single with 275 needs to be the next progression here. And I'm also sort of running through this a little bit quicker because I'm filming a video now. But this is actually good. Glad to have you guys along for the journey here as I'm hitting this up. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for subscribing to my content here. So 275 is next. And as I said before, dumbbells are great. Dumbbells are great, but the bench press is the benchmark. No pun intended, but the bench press is where it's at, man. If you want strength in your upper body, it's the barbell bench. There ain't no way around it. Most people who talk about the barbell bench in a negative light probably injured themselves or just can't really bench or can't bench that well. But this here, in terms of upper body, triceps, pectoral muscles, man, it's gonna have your chest muscles stacked up doing this. And I love the close grip. Let's throw 275 on and see where that goes. We'll see how this goes. No wraps today, no wrist sleeves, no elbow sleeves. Just going rogue today. Let's get it. 275 coming up. Got 125 here on that side. And got another 25-pound plate.
Oh, damn, you okay?
Pop that guy on. 275 right here. Let's get it. Normally if I go a little bit heavy like this, I throw my elbow sleeves on. And again, being my age, you know, I'm over 50 now, and elbow sleeves are a pretty good bet if you're over 50. Just because, you know, no matter how careful you are in your younger years, the body gets wear and tear. You know, if you have a really nice car, even if you take care of it, over time, some of those parts are going to have issues just because of the age. It's the same thing with your body. As I've gotten older, got to be more careful with warming up, progressing to the weights and everything. But progressing the weights up slowly as you go with your workouts and with your programming. When I was younger, in my 20s and teens, I could get away with a lot more. You know, you could go into the gym, maybe wouldn't be as warm as you should be, and just jump on those weights and get started. But now, you really got to be careful and take your time progressing up to the weights. 275 for a single, and like I said, I'm moving a little bit quicker today just because I'm filming and I want to take you along in this journey. And I ain't trying to do a lot of editing. You know what I'm saying? I don't got the time for that. So, and I'm not good with technology. So let me check this thing and make sure it's actually recording. Probably been talking this whole time and this damn thing ain't on. Okay, it's recording. I know you're probably laughing at me saying, man, this old man don't know how to use a camera or a phone. It is what it is. This content creation is, I find it fun. I do this for the fun. I don't do it for any other reason. A lot of people create content and the first thing they're doing is looking at their likes and their subscribers. I'm doing that. I'm just doing this for the fun of it. Just like shooting content and posting it for everybody to see. So let's get ready to knock out another set here. We're gonna do 275. This is gonna be a single. Again, this is more of a strength training block I'm doing. So it's not really particularly high volume on each set. We're just really training to build strength. So again, like I said, normally I would take a lot more rest in between the sets, but I'm speeding things up right now just because I'm filming for you. Let's get ready here. Get ready to break this off. You got Drake playing in the background here. I like Drake. A lot of people don't like Drake, but I like Drake. I think Drake is pretty damn fly. Put out some good music. A lot of people hate on him though. All right, 275 for a single. Can I do it? Wager your bets right now. Can this man hit that 275 for that single? Let's see. Got to make sure that last rep's hard to do. Let's get it. Let me lay on back here and get set up here. If you get under a weight, that weight should have, you have a little bit of a feeling of where you're a little scared of that weight. You know, 275 for the close grip. Let's get it. Let me get my shoulders anchored into the bench. I'm gonna bring my feet back, lock into my heels, squeeze those cheeks. All right, I'm gonna push myself away from the bar as I do the repetition. And let's do it in 3. 1, 2, 3, and up. 275, let's get it. Woo! It flew right up. Wasn't bad at all. 275 for the single. Now what I'm gonna do is go down to 220 pounds for 5 sets of 4 reps on close grip, just to get more volume in there. And that's dropping down based on a percentage. And I'll explain more about that in another video, but I'm gonna jump into 5 sets of 4 reps with 220 pounds, and that's gonna be close grip. And again, usually I take more rest in between the sets, but I'm gonna move quicker today. And let's do it. And I have a client coming in soon too. Slide this off here. This 220 pounds is programmed. I may do 225. Let me leave this on here right quick. And I'll do my 5 sets of 4 with 225 today. Supposed to be doing 220, but 225 looks nicer for the video. Get ready to jump in here. Got the Super Bowl coming up. My team's out of it. It's Green Bay. So it's going to be, who is it? It's San Francisco and Kansas City. I'm a Green Bay guy myself, but I'm going to watch it anyway. Watch it. Watch the commercials and all that good stuff. Man, that 275 felt really good. Felt real good. Let's get our first set of 4 in with 225. Again, close grip, tricep activation. And I may even do a little incline after this, and I'll leave it on while I'm doing the incline as well. Let's lie on back into this 225 now for a quick set of 4. Anchor those heels in, squeeze those cheeks, push into the bench. Let's get it. Close grip. 1, 2, 3, up. Woo! It felt good. Some days, the 225 when that close grip flies up. Some days it feels like it's pushing me into the bench. Today it's moving pretty good. Moving pretty good. I'm gonna take a little rest period now. Usually take about 3 minutes for this particular workout, but again, I'm gonna cut that down just a little for the sake of the video, because I just don't want to edit it later. So again, with triceps, the triceps, the biggest part of your arm. 3 heads of muscle on the tricep. If you want an impressive set of arms, that starts with a good set of triceps. How do you get a good set of triceps? With the close grip bench. There's just no way around it. You know, a lot of influencers or trainers will tell you to do the isolation movements for your triceps, do the cables and all that. And all those are great movements, don't get me wrong. Cable push downs, ropes, I do all the cable stuff, but it's always been my belief that you want to build the muscle up as big and as strong as you can with a foundation. Once the muscle's built up and you got the foundation, then you can go put the finishing touches on it. You know, so I look at the cables, movements like cables and the machines, I look at those as like the cleanup crew, the finishers. But this stuff here, this is where you stack the mass on the body, is with the compound movements. So don't be afraid of the barbell. I know a lot of trainers and a lot of influencers and people are going to tell you, do this, do that, do the dumbbells, do the cables, do the machines. I'm here to tell you, if you want to build a foundation with your body, load up some heavy weight, barbells, dumbbells, and just get busy. You know, the hardest way is always the best way when it comes to building your body. If something seems easy, it probably ain't gonna work. That's just the bottom line. That's the bottom line. Some people may disagree with me on that, and you're fine and to do that. But you do whatever works for you at the end of the day. This works well for me, so stick to what's working. Let's jump into set 2. Again, I should have probably taken a longer rest break here, but I don't want to edit nothing. Let's lie back here. Let's get into this next set. Feeling it a little bit in my wrist, but I'm not going to wrap it up. Not today. Not today, not today, not today. Close grip. Let's get it. Pinch the shoulders, pinch the cheeks, push into the heels, activate that leg drive. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, up. Woo! Set 2 with 225. 3 more sets to go. 3 more sets to go. That one, I felt that one. I didn't get as much sleep as I should have got last night. I was up a little bit. It was raining here, and rain woke me up. And that's a good segue for talking about sleep a little bit. If you're not getting sleep, nothing else matters. You're not going to get any progress with any of this stuff if you're not sleeping. You got to sleep. If you want gains in the gym, sleep is imperative. I talk to a lot of people these days that tell me to get 3 hours of sleep, 4 hours of sleep. One of the trainers I work with, a good friend of mine, he tells me he doesn't get a whole lot of sleep. Some nights 2 hours. Well, I hope he's not watching this right now. That's just not going to cut it. Sleep is when your body repairs, recovers, grows. All the magic happens while you're sleeping. So if you're not sleeping, you can't recover, you know? And if you don't recover, you're not going to grow, you're not going to get stronger. So it's one of those things, it's a must. I know it goes without saying, but figured I'd say it anyway. Get that sleep in, y'all. Figure out a way to do it. Turn your phone off earlier. Magnesium helps me. Deep breathing helps. There's some supplements out there that help, but at the end of the day, do whatever you got to do to get that sleep. We're more stressed than ever nowadays. Fast-paced society. Social media doesn't help at all, because you're on social media and you're looking at a standard of living. You'll see people looking really happy on there, and they have a lot of stuff. And then you look back at your life and you might think that you're not up to par because you see everybody else having fun and having a lot of stuff. But all that's an illusion. Most of the people on social media, you see them standing next to a Ferrari, it's probably not theirs. They're just doing it for the effect and for the views and the clicks or whatever. I'm just ranting here, if you couldn't tell already. 225, third set. Like I said, the rest period is definitely usually a lot longer, but I'm cutting it short for you guys. I'm sacrificing my rest for making content. Bringing y'all along for the ride. Let's do 225 again for a set of 4. This is the third set of 4, 225. Just getting those triceps activated. Let's get ready to do it. Had a meal earlier today. I'm intermittent fasting right now too, so I don't eat until about 12 or 1 o'clock during the day. Let's jump into this third set here. This is 225, again, close grip. I know I've repeated that a lot of times, but bear with me. Woo! All right, let's do it. 225 let's do a set of 4 here. Close grip. Let's do it. 1, 2, and 3. Woo! All right, that was set 3, I believe. I lose count sometimes. I should get a piece of chalk and write it on the floor and put a line through it. I lose count all the time when I'm lifting. I lose count for my clients too, I'm not gonna lie. But it's all right, they love me. Woo! So that's 225. That was the third set, I believe. I got 2 more sets to do. I can feel it catching up to me too. I cut those rest periods a little bit slower, and I can definitely tell. So I'm gonna take a longer rest period this time with this. Take a couple minutes on this one, somewhere around in there. And we'll get the 4th set in a moment. Then in the 5th set, my goal is to hit about 8 on the 5th set. So again, just taxing the triceps, keeping the volume low for this particular workout. Well, the volume's not particularly low, but on each set, the volume's low, the number of reps. I want my 1 rep max to go up a little bit. I got Drake again on the playlist here. You know what's going on? It's like the Drake playlist in the gym today. Whew, you can definitely feel it. Triceps are pumped. I got the pump cover on though. So I got incline after this. I may bring you all along on the journey for the incline if you want to come along for that. Just take a moment here and chill. Sometimes in between sets, I like to take deep breaths. Just get that oxygen in there, settle the central nervous system down. I have my water on deck over there. I'm usually sipping on that in between sets, but I don't have it with me right now, but it's right over there. I'm gonna go grab it in a minute. I'm gonna get ready to hit another set of 4. It's gonna be the 4th set here coming up. It went by pretty quick. Feels like it's going by quick anyway. All right, here we go. Let's do another set of 4 reps. 4th set here. The 4th set of 4. Triceps are pumped. Chest is pumped, especially right here. Right here in the mid and center of the chest is pumped. Close grip bench is where it's at, man. It really opens up the middle of that chest. I feel like it gives me a lot more activation there, right here in the middle. You know, the inner chest. That was a bit back in the day when I was on social media. I used to talk about inner chest a lot, and then The scientists were quick to tell me there's no such thing, but if you look at the chest muscle, the sternal, the fibers that are closest to the sternum are the ones I'm speaking on. All right, let's get ready to knock out a fourth set. What up, man? Fourth set of 225, and then we'll hit 8 reps on the last set. Let's get ready to do it. Oh, they're over here squatting over here. I don't know if you can see them. They're knocking the squats out here. It's a really good gym. I'll give you all a tour of this gym one day. It's where I work at. I personal train here. All right. If you're still watching this, this is the fourth set of 225. Let's knock it out. I can definitely feel it now. I can definitely feel it. And fatigue is setting in. I probably should eat a little bit more food today, but it is what it is. I got a few boiled eggs I'm gonna eat after this. All right, hands close to the bar. Close to the middle of the bar, rather. Anchor those feet into the ground. You pull those shoulders into the bench. You wanna glue your shoulders to the bench as if you're attached to the bench. And as you're pushing the bar up, you should feel like you're pushing yourself away from the bar and into the bench. That's what works for me anyway. All right, we got close grip bench. We got 4 reps. Let's get it. Let's do it in 3. Let's do it in 2. And let's do it in 1. Up, up. Woo! All right, that was the 4th set. Woo! And that felt totally different than the other 3. Woo, man, it's no joke. Body heats up, triceps are pumped. I feel a little bit in the elbows. Like I said before, I usually will throw sleeves on some days. I throw my elbow sleeves on some days just to keep the heat on the elbows and keep it warm. And they help a little bit with compression, give you a little bit more support. But if you use sleeves or wrist wraps, don't use them all the time. Pick some days where you leave them out of the routine. Just so you let the body work on its own without that compression, without that assistance. Wraps don't help that much, but they provide a little bit of compression, a little bit of support. And you don't want to get to where you're relying on something like that. If you need it, you need it. Nothing wrong with using wraps, sleeves, and all that. It's not a sign of weakness or nothing. And I probably should have them on now, but especially at my age, because again, as you age, no matter how well you take care of yourself, things get old. Things get a little bit older in the body. That's why it's called aging. But you can mitigate some of those things by training smart, hydrating, eating right, getting to sleep. You need that recovery. Let's get ready to knock out the 5th set here. I'm going for 8 reps on this close grip. And close grip, 225 for 8 reps. It'll be a little bit challenging today because I am a little bit, like I said, a little bit fatigued today. I didn't really get a whole lot of food in. So let me get mentally set here. Take a couple deep breaths. Get ready to hit it. Yeah, definitely can feel that blood flow now. This last set, like I said, I'm gonna shoot for 8 reps on this. I'm gonna shoot for 8 reps. Thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thank you for being here. And let's get our last set in here. It's gonna be 8 reps. Should rest longer than this. But again, I'm sacrificing my rest period for you guys. Don't say I never gave you nothing. But they're killing it today with the Drake and the R&B in here. Usually when I work out, I like classic rock on my headphones. Led Zeppelin, Rolling Stones, Foghat, all the old school classic rock. Then I also like a lot of the hip hop. Old school hip hop is dope. The EPMD, Dougie Fresh, KRS-One, Run DMC, All that old school hip hop is dope to work out to as well. Keeps me pumped. It's also nostalgia. Takes me back to when I was younger, you know, the teen years. I'm old enough to have been around when hip hop was kind of invented or you know, developed or created, but however you want to say it. It was good times. I was thinking about that today as I drove in here, listening to some old hip hop as I was driving in here, and I was thinking, man, you know, there was a time when all the hip hop coming out was like just completely new sound. Every group back then sounded different. What up, man? So last set here. This is 225. Let's grab a quick set of hopefully 8 here. So we'll see what we can do. Come along for the ride with me here. Cheer me on a little bit if you're watching. Let's lie back and get it in. Woo! All right, let's get 8 here. This weight's supposed to be 220, but I left it on here, 225. It looks better for the video. Man. All right, here we go. Let's hit it. Squeeze the shoulders, push into that bench. Commit to your feet. Lock those heels into the floor and start pushing the floor away from you. That's going to activate your quadriceps to get that leg drive going. Squeeze your cheeks. I know it doesn't sound good, but that's the cue I like. And let's take the bar out in 3. 1, 2, and 3. Let's see if I can get these done a little quicker this time. That was tough. That was 10 reps, close grip, 225. Got it done. Right around rep 7, man. I was definitely feeling that, but it worked out. If I had somebody here as a spot, I might have squeezed out a couple more, but that works. 225, worked all the way up to that set of 10 there. And again, the triceps are crazy right now. Triceps are pumped. I'm gonna hit a little bit of incline work now. That one's probably gonna be a little bit lighter. I'll do 185 for a few sets of 8, just 2 sets of 8, 2 or 3 sets, just to get that incline work in. It makes that chest look nice in a shirt, you know what I'm saying? But here, again, you want an impressive upper body, hit that barbell bench. That's the lift of champions. The NFL tests with that lift for a reason, because it's effective. All right, well, thank you for coming along for this bench press session. I don't know if I'll film the incline or not. I probably won't film that one. Gym's starting to get a little busier, but thanks for coming along on the ride. No matter how you feel or what you're going through, you gotta make sure that last rep is hard to do.